Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in wa ba'd. So we're in Hadith number 93. How are we attracted to one another? And this is talking about like the natural attraction, because obviously the number one thing that would attract one person to another person is what? I mean, it's mostly people are attracted to each other through their interests, through personalities. But the one thing that obviously for us as Muslims that would attract us to another person is what? The deen of the person trying to be righteous, trying to obey Allah, trying to learn Tawheed and implement Tawheed in his life. That's what would attract us. But the nature of people is not like that. So this is what we're going to see in the Hadith, inshallah. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال الناس معادن كمعادن الذهب والفضة خيارهم في الجاهلية خيارهم في الإسلام إذا فقهوا والأرواح جنود مجندة فما تعارف منها ائتلف وما تناكر منها اختلف. This hadith is in Sahih Muslim. So Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, he reported that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "An-nasu ma'adin," and then ma'adin is a type of mineral. He said ma'adin, so it's like and obviously these are metals, huh? Oh, so he's talking about like these like this type of metal, like mineral metals or whatever. Yeah, like ذهب كمعادن الذهب والفضة, just like gold and silver. Because you see, gold is gold, silver is silver. Gold grows by itself and it's very clear what it is. Silver comes up by itself and it's very clear, and they're very distinct from each other. When you see this, you know that this is gold, and when you see this, you know that this is what's silver. And they don't mix in value. They don't mix in their appearance. They don't even mix in as far as the people's attraction to them. Because if you look at the people's attraction to gold in comparison to their attraction to silver, completely two different things. And he's saying, and then the people are the same. And the people have the same type of things. So you see people in the same type of light, like you see these different minerals and these different metals, and so we all have like different distinguishing factors. We're distinct from each other. And this causes us to either like each other or to stay away from each other, right? So he said, خِيَارُهُمْ فِي الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ خِيَارُهُمْ فِي الْإِسْلَامِ. He said the best amongst them in Jahiliyyah is the best amongst them in Islam. And this is talking about a nasab. It's talking about the lineage of the person. If the person had a strong lineage and a high status before Islam, then he'll maintain the high status into Islam under one condition. And the condition is either faqahu. The condition is that he has an understanding in the deen, that he gathers an understanding of the deen. Because if he doesn't have an understanding of the deen, and he doesn't practice Islam correctly, then none of that lineage and status that he had in Jahiliyyah is going to benefit him anything. As he comes into Islam as what? And this is something that the people need to understand. The Prophet ﷺ put the condition of this person maintaining that high status for what? For either faqahu, that he gets an understanding of the deen. And this is the opposite of what you see the people today do with these celebrities. When a celebrity becomes Muslim, they keep the high status and they allow them to speak and say anything about Islam, even though these people have no understanding of Islam. No, the condition of them maintaining that high status in Islam is that the condition is that they have to what? Have an understanding of the deen, which means they stay quiet, they learn their deen until they have an understanding, and then they can speak. But to allow like celebrities to come into Islam, he's been a Muslim for like 2 weeks, and now he's on a speaking tour, going around the conferences and talking about Islam. What type of Tablighi Jamaat type of stuff is this? No, we don't allow these people to talk about the deen because they don't have any knowledge. How's he going to get knowledge in 2 weeks? What's he going to learn? So Allah musta'an. So they need to fulfill the condition of what? Gathering an understanding of the deen first. Wal arwahu junudun mujannada. And the arwah is the plural form of a ruh, which is the souls. The souls of the people are junudun mujannada. Like the junud, like soldiers, mujannada. The soldiers that are gathered together, when they gather together for battle. So you see like these soldiers, they're all together. They work together, they fight together, they eat together, they drink together, they know each other. And they don't mix with the other people. So just like that, our souls are the same. If us were on the deen, then we're going to be naturally inclined to people on the deen. All the other people we could care less about. We're not concerned about celebrities. We're not concerned about YouTube, whatever, YouTube sheikhs and what's going on and all. We're concerned about people with knowledge, and people who have knowledge, and people who are trying to get knowledge, and that's it. So we're going to surround ourselves with people like that. And these are going to be the arwah al-junud, junudun mujannada for us. It's going to be the people of knowledge. And other people, whatever. They like sports. Like you see a person who likes basketball. Who's he going to hang around with? He's going to hang around with basketball players. Athletes hang around with athletes. Poets hang around with poets. Musicians hang around with musicians, And this is just a reality. People who have this type of understanding or this type of lifestyle, then they're going to hang around with the people and they're going to distinguish themselves from everybody else by being in the company of those people. So we stay with the people of the deen. And this goes against the whole where the people say, oh, we should all come together with what we agree on. We don't agree on anything. If we agreed on anything, we would have been unified in the first place. There's no unity like this. The unity is on whatever. See, all of these people that come together in these groups, they're going to unify on something, right? The people who love music, they're going to unify because why? Because they all like the same music. They all like the same rap groups or the same bands or whatever, right? So they all come together. People who like to watch movies, they all come together and unify based on what? They have the same taste in movies or the same taste in food. Or they're athletes, they play the same sport so that, they can unify on this. We only unify on the Quran and the Sunnah. That's the only successful unity. And just because we're all Muslim doesn't mean that we're all going to unify on the Quran and the Sunnah. Because 73 groups. How many of those 73 groups are on the Quran and the Sunnah? One. So we want to unify with that one group. We want to make those junudun mujannada amongst that group. Those are the people that we try to remain around. He said, junudun mujannada fama ta'arafa minha i'talaf. So whatever they accept and know amongst each other, whatever their similar qualities are, it brings them together. It makes them closer together. They come together on their what? On their similarities, on things that they agree on, their similar tastes and similar likes and dislikes. He said, وَمَا تَنَاكَرَ مِنْهَا اخْتَلَفْ. And whatever they dislike and whatever they don't agree with, then it causes them to disperse from one another. And they don't agree. So us, we come together on the deen, and we disperse from other people based on what? Them not accepting the deen. Them being either one, attached to bid'ah, or two, just attached to the dunya. We could care less about the people that are attached to the dunya. They don't have nothing for us. There's nothing there's nothing that like you harak shayf nafs, it doesn't move anything in the nafs to be around people like that. In fact, it causes a sickness in the heart, being around people that all they want is the dunya. What brings life to the heart is being around the believers, being around the people of truth, the people of iman, the people of tawheed. That's what brings life to the heart. And that's what brings happiness to life. Brings, taste to life. Allah musta'an, may Allah keep us in the company of true believers. Wallahu musta'an. Wa ilahuna subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.